belonging to this computer science and engineering branch, and my topic is, today we will discuss this fundamental of computer like language. So before going to this, first we should know this the language. What is language? So in language we should make it this in such a manner that what is the aim of this language? Aim of this language is to transfer our views from myself to outer side. So language is required for that. So language makes a bridge in between one to another to transfer our views. So like your English language, Odia language, Hindi language, Urdu language, all these are the languages. Number of languages are there. Similarly, so in each and every language there must be grammar. What is the meaning of this grammar? Literal meaning of this grammar is the rule. So we must follow the rules. What are the rules applied for this language? We should accordingly follow it this language. So first, suppose if you consider our Odia language, in each and every end of the statement in Odia language, one Purnachad is there. That is a bar, for this indicates this is the end of this Odia statement. So in Hindi statement, this bar is also indicates the end of this statement. So that is the grammar of that language. So in your computer point of view, there is also grammar. So we must remember what are the grammars we should follow and what are the language we should learn in such a manner that it is easy to understand all these things. So accordingly we follow it. So before knowing this, before knowing any type of language, two types of things are there. One is syntax, another is your semantics. One is the syntax, another is the semantics. What is the meaning of this syntax and what is the meaning of semantics? So before going to this, I am giving one example. In your English language, Sachin plays cricket. Cricket plays Sachin. So this is one statement in English language, this is also another statement in English language. So in these two languages, we should first think of this. This is a Sachin plays cricket. This is grammatically correct. That means syntactically correct. And come to this. Cricket plays Sachin. This is also a syntactically or grammatically correct. But Sachin plays cricket, it has a particular meaning, it has a logic. But in case of a cricket plays Sachin, it has no meaning at all. That's why it is semantically it is incorrect. First statement, this is first statement, this is second statement. On this first statement, Sachin plays cricket, this is both syntactically and semantically correct. But in case of your second statement, this is syntactically correct but not semantically because it has no meaning at all. Syntactically, grammatically it is correct but no meaning at all. So that's why this is 100% correct and 100% grammatically and syntactically correct. Then in the second, this is syntactically correct but semantically correct. This statement is wrong. So this is our basic concept of this language. So finally we say, whenever any grammar, any statement is both syntactically and semantically correct, then we say that statement is 100% correct on that in a particular language. Like that, in your computer programming language, number of statements are there Number of syntaxes are there. So accordingly, we remember what are the syntax on that. Before going to this, first, generation of language. Basically, three types of language. One is a high level language. Another is your low level language. Basically two. Again, this low level language marked as basically two. One is assembly language, another is your machine level language. So, this low level language includes both assembly and machine level language. But in case of a high level language, only one basic high level language is there. And this low level language, basically first we consider this machine level language. Machine level language, it consists of this 0 and 1. A set of instructions are written in the 0 and 1 form, that is in the machine level language. And that language is directly understandable by the computer. Since this language is directly understandable by the machine or computer, that's why it is called as a machine level language. It is written in the 1-0 form. Another is your assembly language. In this assembly language, special codes are used in this assembly language. One is, suppose for example, addition of 2, add code is there. This add code is, its meaning is addition of any 2. Then second one is multiplication, MUL, that is multiplication. So these are the special codes are used while writing in the assembly programming language. And division, subtraction, SUB, like that. Number of statements are jump, in, number of statements are there, number of codes are there. It is bound to remember these things. But computer understands this 0 and 1, but these are not written in this 0 and 1. So whenever we write in this assembly language by using this special code, these special codes are called as mnemonic code. Mnemonic. Remember, mnemonic. Pronunciation mnemonic. M-O-N-I-C. Mnemonic code. But written first we make it M on that. Mnemonic code on that. So special codes are used within this, and these are the mnemonic while writing the assembly language. And another is a high level language. This is high in this case. So from this, the assembly language and machine level language, it is very difficult to write in this particular this assembly language and machine level language. It is not user friendly. So to make it user friendly, we should use the high level language. It is just like as a English like language. In that case, all the symbols in high level languages, all the symbols from 0 to 9, all digits are included on that. These symbols are used in the programming language, in your high level language. And A to Z, all symbols. Small a to small z, all symbols. Some special symbols are also there. And plus, minus, into, division, all these symbols are used while writing this any programming language. So within this, so these are the symbols are used in this assembly language. That's why it is just like as a English-like language, and we should remember what are the syntax or what are the grammar of that language. We should remember on that, and we will follow one by one accordingly. First, before going to this, first we will learn this. First, computer understands this 0 and 1. This is written in this, that is called as a machine level language. whenever we write in assembly level language, that means special codes are there. This I, N, A, D, D, these are not written in 0 and 1. And to how this system, how the computer understands this codes. Computer understands this 0 and 1, but not this in, odd, out, mul, div, sub, these symbols. So one translator is there for translating this language to, this language means assembly language, to machine understandable language. That translator is called a assembler. Assembler, A-S-S-E-S-M-B-L-E-R. Assembler is a translator which converts assembly language to machine understandable language. Machine understandable language means computer understandable language. So after converting this 10 form from this form to machine level language, these to 01 form, this assembler is there. So assembler is a translator which converts this assembly programming language to machine level language, machine understandable form. That is called a assembler. So that is a software. Another is a high level language. High level language means these symbols are in, so what computer understands, this is 0 and 1, but all this A to Z, small a to small z, small special operators like that, comma, semicolon, all these are the symbols. So computer understands this 0 and 1, but 0 to 9, 10 symbols. A to Z, 26 symbols, small a to small z, 26 symbols, plus minus into division, equal to, percentage, %, so number of symbols are there. So in this case, it is written in the high level language. The computer, how the computer understands this language? In that case, translator is used to convert this form, that means written in high level language. High level language means within these symbols are used to convert this machine understandable language, that means 10 form. A software which converts this high level language to machine understandable language, that translator is called a compiler. That is called a compiler. So accordingly, we make it this. Basically, two types of translators are there. The one is your compiler and interpreter for transmitting this high level language to machine understandable language. So that is called as a compiler. Another is your interpreter. Now we make it this. Three translators are there basically. One important question in the SCBT exam. So what is translator and how many types of translator and what is the difference between the compiler and interpreter, and write down the short notes on assembler, compiler and interpreter. So finally we conclude that all translator means it is a system software. It is software, it is a system software which converts a particular language, it may be high level language or machine level language, to machine understandable language. That is called as a translator. So this translator, this compiler and interpreters are converting this high level language to machine understandable language, and this assembler converts assembly language to machine understandable language. This is our translator which converts this level language to machine understandable language. Thank you.